Hey guys, welcome to Joe Ciminera Presents. I'm Joe Ciminera. Now, if you've ever wondered about how many different ways there are to sell your film, maybe you're thinking that, well, I've went the traditional VOD outlets, the Amazon, the Netflix, and all that garble, but what happens overseas? Can I really sell my movie outside of the United States? Coming up next, some quick tips that I think will help sell your movie in major markets you never knew existed. Okay, so now talking about where to sell your film overseas, right? Now we talked about the traditional outlets that everybody does, right? They make a movie and they say, okay, I'm going to put it on the traditional outlets. Maybe I'm going to give it to a distributor. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to wake up and decide that really to take control of your own film and your own destiny is really to peddle it around yourself. But if you're not quite there yet and you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, you know what? Let me leave the traditional distribution sense out of the way for now. Let me go on to the territory of new and exciting things by selling the movie overseas. How could we do that? Do we need a distributor? Do we need an agent? Or can we deal directly with the buyers from A to B and leave out, the middleman between that travel? Yes, you can. And there's something that's really incredible that a lot of filmmakers really should know about, and that's the American film market, AFM. Now, AFM comes around every year, usually in the fall time, and the AFM is in Santa Monica, California, and I've been there several times as an attendee. I've also exhibited as well. I've had a couple of suites as well over the years. Incredible. I don't want to say forget about the film festivals, because there really are a lot of great film festivals, and we should really do a whole show on that. But there are a lot that are just totally crap and do nothing for you, and then they charge you to get in, and it's just a nightmare with that stuff, and it's become just ridiculous. Over the years, it's just become a big party fest, and it doesn't sell your movie at all. But if you really want to get serious about getting in touch with the actual buyer, like really going right directly to the person, and that's the American film market. The American film market is going to help sell your film. You can ahead of time, I think it's $2,000 for the 3-day pass. That's just to visit the American film market, and it's buyers from all around the world. It's a serious game. It's not some little rinky-dink trade show that you're gonna pay $35 and go in and have a good time. I mean, this is the real deal. If you're serious about selling film, you go there, and if you're serious, you're gonna pay the $2,000. If you buy a suite, I think the smallest suite, I think I paid, and this was, I think I got like a deal, $8,900 or something like that. It was around $10,000. I've had one for about $15,000. I mean, if you think you're going to get like in a really good area in the front where you could oversee the atrium and everything else, I mean, you're talking $25,000 to $30,000. It's crazy, but it's the film industry, and it's great because it's one event that buyers from all around the world, they come from every different space in the whole earth. They come to this one area. And they try to buy your film. You have to set up these appointments beforehand, and you can, because when you attend and become an exhibitor or an attendee, you get the list of all the buyers that are coming in, which is great. So you take that email database, it's like 8,000 emails and stuff like that, and you email them one at a time, and you go through them and you say, hey, I got this great film. It's a comedy, it's a romantic short, whatever. Can we meet up at the American film market? Can we meet? And there's like these little areas where you can book time to sit and meet with people. I've done so well at these things. It really takes a lot of your time up, but I would encourage everybody to look into the American film market. You will be connected with buyers, and you might not get a lot per territory, maybe $1,000 or $2,000. What happens when you get 150 territories? It all adds up, is what I'm trying to tell you. So you can make great deals, you meet a lot of great people, you network. It's a real serious show. Check it out. So if you're looking to sell your film overseas, and if you think that the selling the movie overseas deals are dead, you are mistaken. They have definitely paid less over the years, but they are still alive, active, and buying movies. They're buying mine. So look into it, my friends. Take a trip to Santa Monica, California. It's worth it. It's going to open up your depth of knowledge, your field of vision there, and really introduce you to something that you haven't seen before. And you're going to be rubbing elbows with some serious, serious people. Lights, camera, action. Head over to the American film market and make some deals. Hook up with some people, network, and sell your film. I know you could do it. You just got to take that step. You got to take that step and be serious. You know, you're only going to sell your film at the American film market if you hit the ground running, you hit the pavement, you make those meetings. And I'm not talking about 3 meetings. Don't think you're going to have 3 meetings. You need to get like 15 to 20 meetings a day, each of the 3 days. You don't eat, you don't sleep, you just make deals. You come back, you go to sleep, you go through your roster and your checklist and everything else, and then you start calling and follow up people. That's how you do it.